Good morning. I see we still have a few people filing in the door, but I think we'll try to get started and stay on time. That would be like a first for NASCIO, but we're going to try it. I also was told by Doug Robinson, our motto here at NASCIO is, "We are not shut down." Welcome to the 2013 annual conference. I'm officially calling this meeting to order. I want to thank everybody for getting here on time. Our breakfast roundtables were very robust. I really appreciate that. We have a great attendance this year. We've been trying to get a solid number of how many people are registered. And I told the staff and Doug this morning, we'll just start at this table over here and start introducing people and counting off, and maybe by Wednesday we'll know how many we've got. We know we've got approximately 600 people registered for this conference. It's one of our biggest. Out of those 600, 50 states and territories are represented either by the CIO or a proxy. So, we're a group of CIOs, but we also have membership from our higher learning, our institutions of higher learning, our nonprofits, and our local, international, and federal government partners, and some of those people are here with us as well. I'm going to recognize some of those groups that are here in attendance. We have Public Technology Institute. Many of their local CIOs will be joining us for some of our sessions. Tech America is here. The Office of Management and Budget is intending to attend. We'll hope they're here and they're hidden so that nobody knows they're here. The National Association of State Technology Directors is in attendance, and TIA will be here, and so will FirstNet. So we're excited to have those partners here. I want to take a few minutes to thank our corporate members and our sponsors. Our corporate involvement is very, very important to us. I had the opportunity to spend some time with our corporate CLC yesterday, and they're absolutely a big part of this organization. NASCIO has 111 corporate members this year. That's one of our largest. And these are the people that help us manage and move our organization forward. Can we give a round of applause to our corporates? Okay, now here comes the part that always takes a while, because we're going to name those corporate partners that are here. Let's talk about our pinnacle sponsors, Accenture and CA Technology. Thank you. Our gold sponsors, and there's a list: Adobe, AT&T, BMC Software, CenturyLink, CGI, Dell Software, Deltek, EMC Corporation, EngagePoint, Esri, Google, HP, IBM, Intel, and I'm only at the I's, KPMG, Motorola Solutions, NetApp, NIC, Oracle, Salesforce, SAP Public Services, Software AG, Splunk, Symantec, Tata Consultancy Services, Unisys, Virtual Instruments, Workday, and Xerox. Please help me thank our gold sponsors. Our silver sponsors: Amazon Web Services, AvePoint Public Sector, FireEye, Gartner, Grant Thornton, HID Global, Infor Global Solutions, Infosys Public Services, Lenovo, Microsoft, Morphotrust, Northrop Grumman, Novell, NTT Data Incorporated, OpenText, Optum, Teradata, and VMware. Let's thank our silver sponsors. Our bronze sponsors: Archibus Inc., Back Office Associates, BidSync, Fujitsu Network Communications, Good Technology, Harris Corporation, Kana, Level 3 Communications, McAfee, and Pegasystems. Please thank our bronze sponsors. We're getting there, really. Interactive technology sponsors, the people that are helping us with all of our technology, Cisco Systems and Deloitte. Please help me thank them. We have a recharging station out in the front foyer that is being sponsored by Citrix. Our communications sponsor is CDWG. And our media sponsors, Fierce Government IT, GCN, Governing, Government Technology, i360gov, Government Technologies Public CIO, and State Scoop. Please help me thank them. Okay, our interactive technology sponsors have provided some questions that we'll be asking you during the conference. You've got the keypads on your tables, on the chairs in the back, so we're going to warm up with a couple of questions right now. So if everybody will find their keypad, and you choose the corresponding letter that goes with the answer. So this first question is for everyone. Is this your first NASCIO conference? A, yes, B, no. Half the people in the room don't know that song. Okay, according to our answers, this is 70% of us have been here before. That's fabulous. That is a great thing that we've got people that are actually coming back. But we do have a large number of first-time attendees from both state government and our corporate affiliates. So those are marked. They have a badge on that actually says that they're a first-time attendee. Please take a minute. If you see someone with one of those on that tells you that, please make sure that you say hello and make them feel welcome. Our next question for everyone as well. Is this your first visit to the city of brotherly love? A, yes, B, no. Large number of people have been here before. Tony, they're spending money in the state of Pennsylvania. Everybody is, I think, enjoying your fair state, and we want to thank the state of Pennsylvania for being our host here. One more. Here's another Philly question for everyone. Pat's or Geno's, provolone or Cheese Whiz? Pat's, provolone. Pat's, Cheese Whiz. Geno's, provolone. Geno's, Cheese Whiz. E is don't care as long as it comes with onions. And F is what are you talking about? Wow. We got an onion group apparently. That's great. Obviously, we had some, if you were at the reception last night, we got a taste of some of the great Philly sandwiches, and I'm sure most of you will get out and have the opportunity to try that. I'm going to turn this over in about 1 second to Craig Orgeron, who's going to talk about our program, but as we're talking about highlights of the conference, this has become a conference where I think a lot of us have gotten to know each other fairly well. It's always good to see familiar faces and that sort of thing. But one of our highlights of our conference has been for the past couple of years a certain bet that's been made by two of our wonderful states. And Mr. Bean from Michigan, would you like to join me up here on the stage for a second? You might as well take the jacket off, David. We'll get it over with.
Yes.
This is why I never bet on Nebraska.
I would say at least it's not a Red Sox jersey. Come on out, Stu, get a picture with me here.
Obviously, our Ohio and Michigan contingency always makes the bet. Thanks. Okay, now that we've finished with the important things, Craig, Dr. Orgeron, would you like to come up and tell us about our conference?
Good morning. Good morning. I don't have a T-shirt on. I didn't lose any bets. Nobody bets against Mississippi State. I mean, it's not a good bet. Although the Aggies did beat Ole Miss, which was not good. Thanks for being here. We are really pleased that you're here. Brenda mentioned the attendance, the record attendance, over 650 states. It's a pretty big deal, and we got some good stuff for you. Want you to look at the mobile site that we have, which you can view. You can take a look at the agenda, access the sponsors, and learn about CIOs. I did have a couple people last night say, I've seen your picture. So the little guide is helpful. CDWG, thanks to you for support on our mobile site that we have. And you can go to it. You can find it at nasio.org /mobile, and you can bookmark it and take a look at it. So please do that. It can help you get around and figure out the sessions. We also want you to tweet. I mean, come on, social media. Sorry, Mitch was pounding it pretty heavy this morning, tweeting. So we do have a Twitter fall going on between the sessions. If you have any questions you want answered or comments, you can post them there. And please do that. So I think it's hashtag is NASIO13 to tweet. And Brenda mentioned the recharging station. Doug actually gave me a 2 or 3 minute briefing on it. It may be the most high-tech thing we have this year. It's pretty gee whiz, as I understand it, for recharging. Opportunities always to rejuvenate. We have a massage chair, which you may fall asleep in if you get a massage, but please take advantage of that, as well as laptops and printers. So Brenda mentioned briefly the program that we have. Several opportunities to network. We had our RAN tables this morning, which sort of perennially are a very, very popular thing that we do to get to know each other, the CIOs, and talk about some of the topics. We have award recipient and finalist projects for tomorrow morning, and Wednesday we have our mobile app showcase. This was new, and for those on the programs committee that Allison always leads us on, this was something that was pretty unique. So we built the showcase last year. Sunny, I saw Sunny take the picture. It was the idea we had at our San Diego leadership. It got built, and then we're going to kind of do something we've never done here. So that ought to be really cool to kind of do a showcase. Of course, we have great general sessions that are insightful. Hopefully, you will be able to hear and learn and take info back to your organizations. And on Wednesday, of course, Brenda teased about the shutdown, but we have kept a lot of the folks, our NTIA folks are going to make it. And on Wednesday, our last 2 sessions are, we have a panel of CIOs, and there's a Q&A for a panel of CIOs. Corporate members, get your questions ready so you can ask anything you want. We may franchise this into a reality show. Ask your CIO anything that you want. You don't want to miss our closing keynote. Mayor Nutter is going to be here from the great city of Philadelphia. That's going to be great. He's a technology leader, recognized for his leadership nationally and internationally. And so that's going to be a great way to wrap the conference up. Check out the discovery sessions, which are going to be great. Opportunity to gain in-depth knowledge on a range of topics, all the topics we talk about regularly: governance, cloud, security. So I think a lot of them are really good. Award ceremonies that we have, our state recognition awards dinner is this evening at 6. Hope you can be there. It's our 25th year anniversary, so it's a pretty special day in terms of what we're going to be celebrating tonight. Corporate members recognized on Wednesday morning, as well as our very, very capable CLC chairs. Brenda mentioned the session we had yesterday, which I thought was really, really good in terms of that value proposition. It really goes without saying, an organization like this is one of volunteers, and the programs committee and the folks that serve, I look out, I see folks over the years that I know have served on that committee. So thanks to all of you. I certainly had a role change from at mid-year. I was the treasurer, and we had a resignation, and Doug called and said, you're going to have to take over the programs committee. Okay. But there are great people. Allison Keller does a super job, I mean, every single time, corralling all of us and forming the ideas into the sessions. So, and lastly, I want to encourage everybody to give back to Philadelphia. This is something we've been doing at our conferences. San Diego, of course, we had a 5K run. Our Give Back event is somewhat less vigorous, but no less interesting this year. We're hosting a historic walk. And by all accounts, we've checked the weather, and it looks good. The rain passed last Thursday and Friday, so we're going to have great weather to benefit nonprofit technology resources. So this is something we've added an element to our conferences that is really worthwhile. A lot of thought gets put into it when we put it together. So the tour is going to include the Liberty Bell, George Washington's house, Betsy Ross's house, and Ben Franklin's grave. He was at the reception last night, but it's inexplicable. It's inexplicable. You can sign up at the information table if you haven't already. So really hope to see a lot of folks out there. And I have the great pleasure now of introducing Steve Feldman. He is the Director of Nonprofit Technology Resources to give you a brief overview of the program. Thank you so much. Look forward to talking with y'all.
Morning, everyone. I also didn't wear a jersey. I live in Philly, so I can only bet on being disappointed in my teams. So Nonprofit Technology Resources is right up the street. We take in donated computers, fix as many of them as we can, and make them available to people in need. We have a thrift store that's open to the public, and we also give away a lot of computers for free. We work with local nonprofits, academic institutions, service organizations, and they bring us clients in need to receive the computers. We're a staff of 10, so we can't fix them all ourselves. We provide a very compelling welfare to work and IT training opportunity for trade school students, welfare to work clients, other interns. So we have the folks building the computers for us getting a compelling experience, and then people in need receiving computers. And Philadelphia is especially needy. About 2 in 5 people in this town do not have regular access to the internet, especially now with BTOP and other stimulus funding running out. The need is greater than ever. So I encourage you to come to my information table right outside the room. Please consider the walking tour, and I'd be happy to tell you more about the program outside. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. I hope everyone in the room takes a minute and goes out and visits with Steve and makes a donation. As I told people at the mid-year and last year at the annual, even if you are not planning to walk, the Give Back program is one of those things that is a very, very good thing for NASCIO to do. It promotes our industry, and it is something that helps the community. So please consider participating. I want to talk about the NASCIO community. That's our online tool for us to post questions, use it for holding conversations with each other, make sure that we get information between all of our membership. If you haven't logged on to the community, please do so. It's an important tool that we use, and I think you will find that it is filled with resources and your opportunity to talk amongst the state CIOs, between the corporate affiliates, and actually get some very valuable information. So let's do one more ARS question before our keynote. This is for everyone. Do you have an account with, and choose as many as you need to, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, D is Google+, E is LinkedIn, and F is Pinterest? Wow, we have some connected people. This is, I think, one of those things that we all have gotten into, and we've gotten into for various reasons. Some for just figuring out what it's going to do to us as a state or as a corporate affiliate, but also a lot of us are using these resources to communicate with each other. Our Pinnacle sponsor representative is David Wilson from Accenture. David is the managing director for Accenture. I promised Mr. Webb I would state that yes, we do know who Rick Webb is. Really, never seen him. He is Accenture's North America state, provincial, and local governance practice, and he is leading a team of management and technology professionals dedicated to helping the public sector restructure and reform government operations. David has worked in Accenture's government consulting practice for 29 years. Accenture has been a good friend to NASCIO for many, many years. Please help me welcome David Wilson.